Red Diner, that's right, 4:05 in the afternoon. And we've got Vickie Baldwin here with us today. She is the Program Manager of Computer and Community Education at Piedmont Technical College. Well, I like the title.
I know it's a nice long title.
Yeah, nice long title. It certainly is. So, Vickie, how are things going out there? I look, you've got a lot of great programs this year for summer camps.
Everything's staying pretty busy, so that's great. We like busy. Busy is nice, and we've got a lot of summer camps coming up that we're real excited about. 11 new summer camps this year, so that's exciting.
Well, I've been talking about some of these, everything from the Tiny Princess Camp to the Cheerleader Camp to Gladiator. I tell you what, it just goes on, and that's just a few of the camps that you have going on. We want to talk a lot about the camps and opportunities for everybody. You know, one of the things I like about Piedmont Tech is that you really look to always add new stuff every year.
I know, and that's exciting. I tell everybody that's the exciting thing about continuing education is the fact that it's nothing set in stone. So you can try something, and somebody will give you an idea, and you can just run with it. And that's you know, pretty awesome to have a job like that.
Yes, not to have a curriculum that has to stay the same every year.
That's right. You can change it up, and if something's not working, you can try something a little different and change it up. So that's pretty exciting. With the curriculum side, everything has to kind of stay according, you know, to the guidelines. But with continuing ed, you know, the sky's the limit sometimes, you know, depending on, you know, funding. So
that's always the issue, isn't it?
It is.
It is. Now, you all have moved into a new building. I mean, it's not so much new now, but from everybody that used to think, you've moved across the street, right?
We have, down the road just a little bit from the main campus. Actually, we're in the same building with massage therapy. They're on one end and we're on the other end. So that's pretty good.
So you get massages every often?
Every once in a while when they need someone, we volunteer. You know, we'll be glad to be a volunteer there. So it's exciting. So we like it. I mean, it works really good.
Are you guys, you know, since they do the chair massages, do they bring the chair down to that end and volunteer to help you out with the kinks that you get?
When they start a new group of students, they'll bring the chair down and they'll get to practice on you. So that's pretty nice. And then as they go through their stages of, you know, like the Swedish massage and I think they have the hot rocks. I haven't tried that one yet, but they'll come next door and say, we need some volunteers. So, you know, we're all...
And you go, all right, I'll do it.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
Well, that's great. That's great. But let's see. You are originally from Ware Shoals, and I find this very interesting, Vickie. You were a member of the Ware Shoals Fire Department for 5 years.
I was. Right when I was in high school and when I was going through college, my father was a firefighter, and I've always looked up to my daddy because I'm the baby of the family. So my dad was a firefighter, and I said, how can I do that? And they said, well, we'll put you through some training. And as it turns out, there was only 2 females on the fire department at that time, so it was pretty exciting. And I got to go to Fayetteville, North Carolina for some fire training and fire drills and know what to do, and so that was pretty exciting.
Do you ever hear the you know, the sirens going off and everything, and you gotta go? No, I don't.
My head always pops up, and I'm looking around, especially when I'm up at my mother's, because she still lives in Ware Shoals. And so when I'm up there and I hear the fire trucks go out, I'm at the top of the hill looking to see which direction they're going, and I keep thinking, now I know they probably need some help, so maybe I should go.
Well, you were telling me you'd still be doing it. You know,
I would.
That it's something that you really enjoyed.
I did enjoy it. I'm a people person, and I've always enjoyed, you know, being around people, and so it's just something gratifying when you can save someone's house, or if you pull someone out of a burning house. It's just very gratifying.
Yeah, it's pretty scary though too, can it be?
It can be, but it's kind of like you get that adrenaline going, and all you think about is you know, rescuing that person, or trying to. You think about if it was your home, you would want to, you know, them to be as quick as possible. So that's one of the things that when you get there, you just do your job, and you just don't even think about the risk involved sometimes.
So just the training takes over.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, let's see, what else? You have 2 poodles.
I do. I have one. Jasmine is my oldest, and she's 4 years old, and she weighs about 9 pounds. And then my baby is Addie, and she is 2 years old, and she weighs 4.1 pounds. She's a little thing.
She's a little thing. Well, I've got Gracie now, a Weimaraner, and she weighs about 70 pounds. So I understand. But, we want to talk about a lot of the different things. But, I was noticing you like, for your hobbies, knitting, crocheting, playing the piano, and playing golf. Have you learned any of these activities at Piedmont Tech?
Actually, the knitting I learned at Piedmont Tech. I learned to crochet a long time ago, and I'd always wanted to learn how to knit. So we were offering some knitting and crocheting classes, as it turns out, back in, I think it was back in January, somewhere around there. And one of my coworkers and I decided that we would just sign up because both of us wanted to learn how to knit. So I knitted my first dish rag, and I was so excited, and I was hooked from there on.
But, that is the wonderful thing about continuing ed, isn't it? I mean, so many people, they just, I think we all need to do something different.
Mm-hmm. And it's exciting. You're never too old to learn. Sometimes it's a little scary, when you sign up for a class and you think, oh, am I too old for this? But with continuing education, we can have them in there, very young, and we can have them, we've had, just not too long ago, we had a lady that was 72 years old that completed our motorcycle class. So, I mean, you're
riding motorcycles.
Riding motorcycles. Mm-hmm.
Go, Granny!
I know. And I was like, yeah, so you're never too old. So that's exciting because there again, there's most of the classes, there's no test involved, so there's no pass or fail, and it's just, it's gratifying to see people, learn a new hobby or change things up a little bit. So
that's why it's called continuing education.
That's right.
That's why there's no degree there attached to it. Continuing, but so many people I know that you have because you're always changing it up. Now coming up will be summer session.
Yes, ma'am. Summer for the college starts in May and ends the last part of July. So so summer has officially kicked off with Piedmont Tech. And so we, we kind of gear continuing education the public offers. We kind of gear those to when, most people are going to be, the kids will be out of school, or most people will be taking vacations, or, with the economy the way it is, a lot of people take vacations and they just stay at home. So we try to, find something interesting that would be economical for them to take, during their vacation.
Sure. So that's why I know you've got all these camps, and it is a good idea. Gosh, I mean, you can't beat the price for some of these. Most of them are, I noticed, were in the $90, $95 price range, $99, so they're less than $100.
Right. They go from anywhere from $75. Some of them we've had sponsorship for on those, and so they go from $75 to about $119. And that includes, with any of the camps, that includes like the projects that they'll work on, that they'll be able to take home.
There's no hidden costs, is that what you're saying?
That's right. That's correct. What the price is, that includes everything. So books or handouts, or some of them they'll be taking tours. That includes their tickets to, in and out of the facilities. I mean, there's no hidden cost. And some of them that we have sponsorship for, they'll actually receive shirts, backpacks, all kind of, things.
I know
to take
the
away.
automotive technology camp. That is such a super one. I've been involved in that one and seen what goes on there. And they'll actually, what will they be going to this year? BMW in Spartanburg?
They're going to BMW. We have been working with BMW for them to actually go on the performance track again this year, to where they
I'm
can
in.
ride around. It's so exciting. It is. And then we'll tour the plant, and we tour the museum, and we usually have lunch with them. And
is that the one in Charlotte?
That's actually in Greer,
in Greer.
BMW.
Okay.
And then the next day we usually go to Charlotte to tour the NASCAR Hall of Fame, and then we usually tour a NASCAR racing, facility there. One of
the racers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
So that's pretty exciting to see the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
What goes on in the racing.
And this is a camp for, this one right here is for 7th, 8th, and 9th grade students, and guys and gals.
Right. We have both male and females. We encourage, any female that's interested to please sign up, because, we've talked about it before, but the females in automotive tech, when they sign up and they take the automotive curriculum there, the sky's the limit just about for females, and because they don't have it, they have so limited, amount of females in automotive technicians. So,
and this is a good way for kids to see if this is something they might like to be involved in for a career path.
Right. That's one of the reasons why we started the camps. I guess about 9 to 10 years ago, is so that they could get a chance to get in there, get their hands on, and see if
their hands dirty.
That's right.
Yeah.
See if they could, if it's a career path for them.
Sure.
So you never know until you get in there and try something sometimes, and you may be interested, and then when you get in there and you get your hands in there, I don't know if this is the way I want to go. And then too, you may think you're just barely interested, and you get in there and you get your hands on, and I love it. So
sure.
It kind of gives them that opportunity.
What I think is so interesting, this is a little off the track here, is how many people, I was watching a program about this, but how many people graduating from college, 4 years degrees, and yet they're going back to get skilled so that they can have jobs where they can make money in things like automotive technology and welding and all these type of programs. I'm sure you've seen an uptick in that at Piedmont Tech.
We have, and I guess to me it's a little funny because times are changing and technology is changing, but some of the fields where they make the most money is still kind of basically the same. It has the same foundation as it had a few years ago. So
sure. Well, we're coming back to more. When they say that manufacturing would be the key, and I know Piedmont Tech is very much involved in bringing manufacturing back and working with manufacturers. You've got one up outside of Greenville that you're working with.
True.
Mm-hmm. And other areas that you're working and just getting people on track, which I think is terrific. That's one of the advantages of a school like Piedmont Technical College.
Right, and so many people have manufacturing in their mind as what it used to be years ago. And the facilities have changed so much, and manufacturing has changed.
You gotta be a computer geek actually to do a lot of these jobs, even in manufacturing.
That's true, and there's a lot of facilities that we go in and we do training. That the floor is as clean as you would have it in your house. It's not the image that you have, from.
It's not like working in the cotton mills.
That's true.
That's a big difference. You could always tell somebody that had just gotten off work from the cotton mills when I used to see them come into Sharp Facets and everything. Nothing wrong with that, but you could tell, and it's totally clean environment basically on a lot of these.
It is. My husband works in a manufacturing facility, and he comes home and his clothes is still the same as they were when he left. I was like, did you work today?
Exactly. So, and most all of them have some computer technology that goes with it.
They do. And and a lot of companies are coming in and training their employees on that computer technology, because they're always trying to evolve and make things better, and so they've been doing some training and with us just recently on a lot of different computer
applications.
So.
Absolutely. Well, we are here with Vickie Baldwin. That's right. She is the program manager of computer and community education right out there at Piedmont Technical College. We're going to get into talking about some of these camps. I'm sure you said last Saturday you were out at the mall and everybody was out there helping to promote the different camps. We're going to talk more about it. If you've got a question, give us a call, 229-7984. That's 229-7984. We're going to hear Living the Country Life, and we'll be Hey, we got a few technical glitches going on today, but hey, that's okay. We're here with Vickie Baldwin right here. She is the program manager of computer and community education. They have all these great camps for kids for summer. Let me tell you, if your child is into just about any activity, they probably have a camp for it. Would that be almost safe to say?
That's pretty safe to say there. We have, normally we've had 3 camps each summer, and this year we've got 14. So
how are you guys doing with this? Are your head spinning?
Sometimes I don't know whether I'm coming or going with because it's exciting, to have a younger generation on campus and everything, but with 11 new camps, trying to get everything tweaked and just ready for the summer to start and gearing up here pretty soon, it's been kind of nerve-wracking.
Absolutely. Now, one of the ones that I think sounds like just a hoot is this Tiny Princess Camp for girls ages 6 to 8. They're going to get pedicures and manicures and makeovers, and they're going to have a tea. This sounds like being treated like a princess for a week.
I know. It's so exciting. And we've had so many calls about it. We've never done anything like that before, and, for girls ages 6 to 8, every little girl wants to be a princess, and so we're going to treat them like a princess would be treated for that week. And when they finish, they'll finish with a tea party, and they will get their little tiara and their little certificate that they have graduated to a princess.
And they can take that around and show it to everybody who doesn't think they are.
That's right.
All right. Now, that is going to be, when does that one start? March?
That's going to kick us off to begin with.
June 4th.
Is June the 4th.
Through the 7th. So, and that's from 9 to 12. And how many kids can you take in this class?
Well, we really didn't set a limit on the class, but most of the time about 20 to 25 is the most that we could handle.
Sure. So that's a good sized group of little girls.
It is, and there'll be several of us there'll be different ones that'll be doing the singing and different ones with them dancing, and we thought we'd watch a princess, and we're going to learn some etiquette and some manners, and like a princess would act and talk, and
so you're doing a service to the community, not only teaching the princess.
And parents too.
Parents too, that's right. Excellent. See, that's a thrown-in bonus that nobody even anticipated on this.
I should have put that in the marketing there.
Exactly. Good. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, that's from 9 to 12. That starts June 4th through the 7th. $99 for that. And what else do we have for camps that you'd like to mention?
The same week we have the Gladiator Camp, which is really basically like an all-sports type camp for girls or boys ages 6 to 8. And they'll learn some basketball, some baseball, and some football. And we thought we might even throw in some frisbee golf there. That seems to be a new sport that's been added that of course I'm a golfer myself, and so I like the little white ball, so I'm not used to the little frisbee there, but that'll be something else that we thought we'd add. And we're going to get some of the local football players and pull in some people from the community to come out and enjoy the day with the young campers.
Well, that's great. So that's also for 6 to 8.
It is 6 to 8, and that's June the 4th through June the 7th, from 9 a.m. till noon.
So if you don't have a princess, you can be in the Gladiator Camp. There you go.
That's right. You got some little girls that wants to be a princess, and you got some that are kind of tomboys. So we have something that week for either one.
That's right. So you'll be keeping busy at Piedmont Tech. Now, what is the number if somebody is listening here and they want to call and get more information about the camps, Vickie?
They can call our registration staff at 941 8400.
Okay. And also, I presume that you have a lot of this on your website?
We do. All of the camps are on the website, so they can pull those up. And the majority of them, they can click register now, and they can register for them right there on the website.
That's great. Now, the website is?
www.ptc.edu/CONED, ConEd.
ConEd. Okay, so if you want to find out more about the camps, we're going to hear South Carolina news here in just a moment, but we're going to be talking about Creativity Camp, Leatherworking Camp, the Junior Dessert Designer Camp, Green Science, Glamour Girl, Gladiator, we've talked a little bit about, Camp Power Puffers, Optics Experimental, and Robo Camp. So we've got a lot more to talk about, and a new one that's really hot. How about the Digitech Camp? That's coming up the end of June. It's all going to be something that if you have kids and you're looking for things to keep them busy this summer, you don't want to miss this next section that we're going to have right here on WCRS, right here in Greenwood, right in the back of Sharp Facets Gallery, right here on the 72 bypass. Don't you go away. News is up. We'll be back after the news.
Ugh, are you a pirate or a pack rat? Do you have a vacation of a lifetime sitting in the attic? Or a college tuition hung on a wall? Or is a fabulous retirement hidden in your jewelry box? Bring those items to Sharp Facets Gallery. We can establish value and buy from you or sell for you. And so ends another chapter at Sharp Facets Gallery, 72 bypass, and on the web, sharpfacets.com.
Oh, that's right. We're right back here at Sharp Facets Gallery this afternoon. I'm telling you what, I have just had a McDonald's frappe, mocha frappe. Absolutely delicious. Sorry you can't have one, but you can. You can go to McDonald's and order one, and they're absolutely marvelous. Also, you should try that cherry berry chiller. Excellent on that one too. While we're here, let's just see what the price of gold is doing. It's been down today. Has it come back up? I have no idea. But let's see what's going on. Nobody really understands why the price of gold is down, except that Greece and some of the other things going on overseas aren't to our benefit here. But let's see what gold ended up, or is close to ending up with, at the end of the day. Well, what do we got here? Come on back here. I had 1603. Is it closing up or down from that? Are we still over 1600? Certainly hope so. Well, it looks like we're a little slow here getting that answer, but well, we'll catch it afterwards. Earlier today, I know it was at 1605. Silver down below that $29 mark. If you're buying, excellent time to buy. If you got to sell, well, you know where to come, right here at Sharp Facets Gallery. But we're talking about camps here now. We're talking about summer camps. And, you know, one of the ones that I think is very interesting and is a great career path, particularly for girls, the engineering, technology and engineering for girls. Isn't that an excellent program for girls?
It is. We have the GATE program. I think we're in our fourth year of the GATE program. And it's real exciting because they get to build and program robots, and
it's just for girls, so you don't have to worry about whether you feel dumb or not.
Right. It's for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade females only. And they tour manufacturing facility, and they design and build prototype models, and it's just it's been a really good camp for females to see if that's the career path that they choose.
But what a career path to choose right now.
I know. It is. It is.
You know, we need more technology and engineers, don't we? We didn't think we were going to need them, but we really do.
I know. And females, you know, it's like the automotive. It's a good career path for them because there's so few females in it. And especially around in our area, there's so few female engineers. So it's a really good area for, you know, a girl to choose. And I mean, you get to create and build some exciting things, and so
sure,
who doesn't want to do that, right?
Absolutely. Well, you know, if you are trying to figure out, or if you have a young person and maybe they're good at some of these type of things, and you're saying, well, why don't you take this camp and really find out whether this is something you would like to pursue, because it's in that time, in that age bracket where you do have to kind of be thinking about what you want to do, because you're going to be making up your mind for college and all these different aspects of your life.
That's true, and because of the sponsorship, Ann, we actually are able to give away a Dell laptop to
Who's
one
the
of
sponsor? Sponsors, my goodness, that's terrific.
I know, they're great, and so that helps us to give away a door prize to one of the students there. So
wow.
Each year we've been able to do that, so we are very thankful for our sponsors.
Yeah, cool. Good sponsors, whoever they are, thank you. Excellent. Well, we've got 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade girls, and they call that the GATE camp. That's Girls Achieving in Technology and Engineering. So now you also have just a regular engineering and technology, correct?
We do. It's for males and females. They do a lot of some of the same things. They also work with HVAC in the engineering and industrial technology, whereas with the GATE camp they are not, working in the HVAC area, and they actually work in drafting and machine tool in the engineering and industrial technology. The engineering and industrial technology camp this year is going to be in July, and it's for rising 8th and 9th graders, but it's July the 9th through the 13th, and the cost is $75, which includes their lunch and snacks, and because of sponsorships they're able to take away like backpacks and shirts and pens and and different things that they build, and so it's pretty exciting. Plus that includes their tours and a lunch all week and snacks and drinks.
No, that's great. Now, how much is the one for the GATE for the girls? Is that one is $99? Is that the same price, or?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ann, and I've got to look, but I'm pretty sure that one said yes. It's $75 also.
$75. Wow, what a deal!
And like I said, that one is the same way. It has a sponsorship, so they'll receive all kind of little goodies to carry home with them, and it includes the tours and to the facilities, and includes lunch, snacks, and
you go to Fuji and some of the.
Right, we're trying to finalize the tours, but we're hoping to go to Fuji this time, and maybe PCA. So we're hoping to take 2 tours with that camp this year. So
well, it's excellent. Well, these are the type of things, and you can see that the prices are very, very affordable, and what the kids get out of them. The thing I like about camp, when I went to camp, you just went for fun.
I know.
Now they get to go for fun and they get learn.
That's right. That's right. And thanks to, like in the automotive, thanks to the dealerships in our local area here, they allow the students to come in, or the campers to come in and tour their facilities, and on the first day they come out and they talk with them, and they talk with the parents, and so it's a big event. And each one of, like the automotive, the GATE, and the engineering, we have like a graduation for them to where the parents can come back and watch them graduate, and we give away like a camper of the day and a camper of the week and things like that, just to so that they'll have that much more to walk away from the camp with.
That's terrific. Robo Camp, another one that's brand new, isn't it?
It is brand new, and it's the registration for it has picked up considerably, and we're real excited about it. We're going to work on some robots, and we're going to do some Lego robots, and then as the week goes on, we'll do a couple of more different robots that they'll actually be able to take home with them and have when they leave the camp. So we're real excited about all of the new camps that we have. Like I said, we have 11 new camps, so and they're all different, but they're all exciting too. So
sure. Well, the thing about it is anybody can find something that they're interested in. Now that Robo Camp, I think that's for ages 11 to 13.
It is, And when we were setting up the camps and everything, it was kind of exciting to see the different kind of robots that was out there. I had no idea. They've got robots that you can put a brush on the end of it and it'll scrub your floor.
I like it.
I want one of those. Where can I sign up for that? But they've got them that will scribble, that you can put pens in and it'll make your artwork for you. I mean, it's just neat, all the different kinds that they have. They have dinosaur robots. I mean, there is all kinds out there.
Do we have any fear of being replaced?
I was like, well, some of these I don't know that I want to order, and my boss might see those and decide, well, I don't need her anymore. So
Exactly. Well, now listen, if you are interested in any of these camps, we've got more to talk about, but if you're interested in any of the camps, number to call, Vickie.
941-8400, and we're there Monday through Thursday from 8 till 6, and on Fridays 8 till 4.
Okay, so, and of course you can always go to Piedmont Tech's website, which is ptc.edu/coned, CONED. So check it out in the leisure of your home, and you'll be able to find, in fact, I think you said you could even register right there online.
Yes, ma'am. They just click the button that says register here.
Okay, so get it done, figure out a plan. Kids need to have something to do, and you need to have something for the kids to do too. So another one we really want to talk about is this Digitech Camp. Now that's for ages 9 to 14. What's the deal on this one? I know this is a hot one right here.
1 or 2 slots left, believe it or not.
That's it?
Ever since this one hit the paper, the phones have been ringing off the hook. We're real excited. They're going to do some graphic design and artwork on the computer. They're going to make some cartoon characters on the computer, and
future gamers, I can see, is what we're thinking here.
Yeah, I see it. And they'll do some computer technology. I think they're going to actually learn to take a computer apart and put it back together. So,
useful.
And do some web designing. And was really exciting. And I told them I'd be glad to go on as a chaperone if they needed me. But they're going to the Riverbank Zoo. They're going to take some pictures, and they'll come back and they'll the next day they'll edit their pictures on the computer and learn how to take the red eye out, do different things, make it funny, or just change it up some. And then they'll actually go and tour Fuji, and I think if I'm not mistaken, they're going to process their pictures while they're there too. So
wow.
That's pretty exciting.
So you only have 2 slots left in that one?
I think it's 1 or either 2.
Wow.
That all we have left, and that one's only like $95.
Sure.
So.
And that one's from June 25th to the 29th. It's 9 to 4. It's for ages 9 to 14.
Correct.
So if you have somebody that you know would love to do this one, how about give them a call, 941-8400. That's right. If you don't get in on this one, you're going to miss out. They only have 1, maybe 2 slots left on that. Hey, I'm Ann Eller right here with you with Vickie Baldwin today on Meet Me at the Diner. I tell you what, let's hear a word from our great sponsors, and we'll be... Oh, that's right. We're right back here at Sharp Facets Gallery on the 72 bypass, and Clarice Alvarez just called in, and her daughters were one of the first in the automotive technology. We actually helped them with a scholarship to go to that several years ago when Mike was here. And they now are, they now have a great position in service training. And how about that? I think they're making great money, too, doing this already. How about that?
That is so exciting. It's always, you do these, and sometimes you don't hear the end results, and it's always so nice to be able to hear a success story.
Sure.
Someone that really enjoyed the camp enough that they went into that career field. So that's really exciting.
Absolutely. Also, I understand that we just had a call from Charles Wainwright, who is retired from Michelin, and he says there is no hiring halts for any female engineer or scientist. They cannot find enough. All other companies are basically the same. And they're even helping their employees, their daughters, helping them with school if they go into the science fields. How about that?
Wow, that's very exciting. You know, and that's one of the reasons why we offer these camps is, you know, it gives them an opportunity to talk with a female engineer or a female technician, you know, automotive technician, you know, and to learn what they are making and how their life is going and how things are so different for them now that they've entered that field. So it gives them a chance to speak to them and ask them questions and to make sure that that's the career path for them. But it's just so exciting to hear that, you know, that there is a great opportunity for female engineers out there, and
not traditionally a career path that most women took.
Right.
And I think that's terrific.
You know, and you know, like we was talking a while ago, the world is changing so and evolving so until, you know, anything that a female wants to do that she used to, you know, that you wouldn't hear of firefighting, you know, you can do those things now, you know, because there is no set path that says that it has to be for, you know, men only, you know. So that's, you know, that's the good thing about the world changing.
Sure. So the world is your oyster. All you have to do is get out there and take it, ladies. That's the bottom line, right?
That's right.
Exactly. So if you have an interest in science, you know, I think girls used to not be interested in science basically because of boys. You know, they said, oh, that's not a female career path. Now we're good at it.
I was talking with Brad. We were working on the automotive technology camp, and Brad said, you know, one of the great things about females in automotive is that they're patient. You know, where men a lot of times are impatient. And if you think about it, you know, a lot of females are mothers, and they have to look at the small details and things like that. And he said that's what makes you know, a woman that chooses that career makes her really good at her job, is because she can look at those small details and find them out where some men can't, you know. So
well, I would think particularly dealing with women bringing cars in, it's making a clunky noise. Well, what does that mean, ma'am? You remember that? How many times have we all dealt with that? Well, you know.
I've been there. I know.
And I'm sure most men, you know, they just go, yeah, right, lady. So these are your opportunities for your daughters and granddaughters and everything. Now, one of the questions I should ask, because I know this has come up before, if somebody has a granddaughter or grandson coming down for a couple of weeks during the summer, can they go to some of these camps?
They can. Because of the guidelines that we have to, with some of the ones that we have sponsorships on, we have to have guidance counselor signatures. So they can go to our website and they can get the forms that they need in order to just get the guidance counselor to sign off on it.
That's for like
the gate, the automotive, and the engineering and industrial technology. The rest of them, they can go on our website and register them right then.
So if you're a grandparent and you're sitting there going, I'm going to have my grandkids for 2 weeks, I love them dearly, but what are we going to do all the time? You might investigate some of these camps. It gives you a break, and then also gives you quality time to spend with them too.
Right. And then some of these, you know, they're just half days, so you'd have the afternoon to spend with your grandchild, you know, but we'd love to have them, you know, whether they're from Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, it doesn't matter, Florida. You know,
would you take any from California?
I sure would.
I just thought I'd throw that in. All right. Hey, the number to call Vickie and her staff out there, 941-8400. That's 941-8400. And, of course, you can go to their website, ptc.edu/ConEd for continuing education. That's right. Well, gee, we are almost out of time. We've talked about a lot of the camps. You can go online. But, you know, it's not just about the kids, is it?
No.
I mean, you got some great classes, decorating on a dime.
I know. That's really exciting. And Alice Rambo actually teaches that, you know, and she had her artwork won for the Festival of Flowers,
sure.
You know. So And we have the aromatherapy 101. I mean, we've got some really new classes out there. Ghost hunting 101. That seems to be popular.
And thrift shopping for treasures.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God, I mean, there is something for everybody on all this. Clever ways to pinch pennies to save dollars.
I know, because everybody, with the economy the way it is, everybody is looking for ways to save money. We've had the couponing 101 that's been real popular. We've got this where they've got one dish meals, you know, where everybody's in a hurry, so you can just throw everything in a crock pot and leave it, you know, that morning, and when you come home, voila, it's there.
If only they would serve it up and dish it up too.
I know we'd have it set, wouldn't we?
Exactly, but you know, I am impressed with a lot of the programs that you have there. And then of course you have some training for professional development, maintenance, and safety training. There is no end to the things that are available out there at Piedmont Tech.
True.
And you know, you just got to say kudos to all of you for making all these things happen.
Well, thank you. And you know, online, you know, if you don't want to come out and take a classroom type setting, we have an endless number, it seems like, of online classes, you know, that's available. So
I think that takes a special person to do an online class, doesn't it?
You know, and once you get in there and you get started, knowing that you can sit there at home in your PJs and take a class, it's pretty exciting that you get a certificate for taking a class at home in your PJs. So, but you know, most of them are about 6 weeks, and some go even longer than that. But like the Ed to Go, you can take a class in 6 weeks and get your certificate and finish it up and start another class if you want to. So there's just all kind of stuff. They check out our website and they can find all the online classes there that are available.
Sure. Now, one of the ones that we wanted to talk about that we forgot about, the Optics Experimental Camp. What is that about?
Fiber optics is so exciting. One of the projects that really makes me excited to talk about was they're going to make a fiber optic peacock, and you know, just seeing that, you know, and everything, that project, and just seeing it come to life was just so exciting. You know, when you see the tail of the peacock just light up, you know, it's, and knowing that you created it yourself, that's kind of,
that's neat.
It's like awesome.
That's neat. Now that's for boys and girls 11 to 13. And what are they going to do? Something to do with camera, eyes, lenses, optical tricks.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to take home the fiber optic peacock. You'll be able to take that one home. Everybody will do one of those.
And there's another fiber optic project that they will take home. It's a secret.
It's a secret. What does that mean, Vickie?
Well, the instructor had decided which one of the two that they wanted to take, so I thought I'd say it was a secret project there.
Okay, but this one runs from 6:18 to 6:21, 9 to 12, and that one is $109, but still so affordable, and look at what they'll learn. And don't forget about Junior Dessert Designer.
I know, male or female.
Yeah.
You know, they've got a lot of men now that like to cook and decorate, and
sure.
So we'd like to have
good
either
career
one.
path for them now. Yeah.
I love to watch Cupcake Wars on TV and watch them decorate and create 1,000 cupcakes in 2 hours. It's amazing. So they will learn to decorate some cupcakes and make some different little different designs to go on them, and create some out of the fondant and everything. So that's pretty exciting.
I guess they get to eat what they make too, right?
Sure.
Ah!
Or we get to eat what
you
they
get to
make.
eat what they
there
make.
You go.
That's pretty cool. Well, you're going to have a good time out there this summer. Lots of different possibilities all summer long. Now, this goes from really the first week in June
the 4th to the end of July.
Plenty of opportunity to get involved out there. But don't forget, there's a lot of great classes for you, too. How about Mahjong? I can't believe you've got a Mahjong class.
I know, and it's I did not realize that it originally started with cards. And this is like the cards instead of the tiles like you play.
Okay.
Because I like to play the tiles on the computer.
Right.
You know, and it's actually, you know, cards.
Cards.
And it was originally started with cards. So that's pretty neat.
So, you know, when you're looking for something to do, when you want to different people. A great way to meet people too, isn't it?
It's a good networking. I mean, you get to meet people that you normally wouldn't meet, you know, and you form a bond. It's amazing because the girls that was in the knitting class with me, we still talk on, you know, on a basis and everything. So it's pretty neat.
That's cool. Well, listen, I know that you are excited about this. They've got a lot of things to offer you this summer, from cheerleading camp to creativity camp. Now, we didn't talk about that one. We've got less than a minute here. What can you tell us about creativity camp?
We're going to do some inventions, and I think I told you earlier that when we had the booth at the mall, I created a little motor out of products that you have around your house, like paper clips and batteries and things like that. So,
sounds like MacGyver to me, but anyways.
So we're going to make some creative inventions and learn how, you know, the basic electricity and different things like that. So
cool. Well, that's for ages, again, for 11, 13. You know, the thing I like about a lot of these classes, that 11 to 13, that's a hard age group to find something for, because they're too old to go to the little kids camp and not big enough maybe to go to a big camp. But this just fits the bill because it's still right at home. They go every day for a week.
Right.
So, Vickie, thanks so much for coming out. The telephone number to call, 941-8400. And, of course, check them out on the web at ptc.edu/ConEd. Check it out today. Hey, I'm out of time. This is WCRS right here in Greenwood. Vickie, thanks so much for coming today.
Well, thank you for having me. I've enjoyed it.
Well, we always have a good time when we get together.
We do.
Absolutely. All right. Well, bye-bye, everybody. I think because of the computer issues we got going on today, instead of me trying to do Happy Hour with Ann, how about we just listen to a little Timeless Cool this afternoon? But by tomorrow, we should have everything fixed and going, and I'll be right back with you with Happy Hour with Ann after Meet Me at the Diner. Don't forget, tomorrow starts really our political season. We're going to have lots of politicals on for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, however many it is, until June 12th. That's going to do it for us. I'm Ann Eller right here at WCRS, right here in Greenwood. Bye-bye, everybody.